think everybody in this bitch scream out for my ears. Yeah, for my ears. For my ears.
Oh, I didn't know it was recording. My fault. My fault. That's my jam right now. That new Drake's my jam right now. You ever heard that new "You Broke My Heart" by Drizzy? Go check that out, man. But it's good to see everybody. Zay Talks. I'm back, and I apologize. I'm sorry I didn't drop last. Sorry I didn't drop a video last Sunday after the game. I had to rush out of here actually to get back home. But we didn't have too much to really talk about. We kind of, us real Cowboy fans with high expectations, we kind of expected that. We demanded that almost. It was very pleasing to see Dak explode like that. But before I get into tomorrow's game, I just want to say I've been having another great week, right? I got a lot of big things coming for myself, me growing as a person. I'm super excited. I'm locking in on my first apartment. So that's a big deal for me. I'm excited to move in. It's a really nice spot. It's got everything I need. And, I'm super blessed. And I plan to have that room be a great setup for me to be able to film out of, so I don't always have to film out of my job, although I kind of like this radio background. Kind of gives me some credibility. But I just want to say, please like and subscribe. I plan on making a lot more content moving forward. It's been a little hard because I've been having to drive from here back to Vegas because I have a job at the post office. I just got a job working as a security guard up here in Albuquerque, as well as this radio job. So balancing those three jobs, with one of them being 2 hours away, where I currently live, it's been a little rough. But you gotta do what you gotta do, and there's people out there waiting on you to fail. There's people out there waiting to see you, give up and not push through. So that's a fact. It's an actual fact. So knowing that's a fact, I use that as motivation to, the things that people would say it's too hard, or you know, I don't think you should do that. I think it's a little too rough. It kind of makes you want to go do it. So as of right now, yeah, I do got three jobs, but I'm going to cut that down to two. I'm going to move my life up here to Albuquerque, and I'm super excited about it. And I can really move on with my career and get this thing going, especially this YouTube channel. So again, please like and subscribe. There will be a lot more content coming. But what I can talk about, last Sunday, get into that game and then kind of leading into this game. One thing that was super pleasant to see out of Dallas is not only did we handle business, we didn't have that many penalties. Remember, I was talking about in my last video, we need to cut down on penalties. I labeled it how the Cowboys can never lose another game. And what they did out there, it was what they can do to a lot of teams. And it can really look like that pretty often. But the problem is we usually will have penalties that will keep teams on the field longer than they should be on the field. And that keeps the game way closer than the game should ever be. So it was nice to see Dallas come out and play a clean game. It was like every time a flag was thrown, we knew it was on the other team. It wasn't on us. And that was a great feeling. It felt like almost too good to be true as a Cowboys fan to sit back and watch that happen. So that's why, even though it was the Giants, a lot of Cowboy fans still had a great aura to them. And Dak played awesome. He's been playing awesome. So we expect him to play awesome at this point. Keep using his feet. Keep using his weapons. And he's finally using Brandon Cooks. He's finally realizing that CD is unguardable. So if we can finally get Brandon Cooks going, along with CD, you're going to see this team peak at the perfect time. And the way we played the Philadelphia Eagles, we could have definitely won that game. Anybody who watches football knows that if we play a more disciplined game, not better, not, I can even go off maybe gap schemes on defense and stopping the run that way. If we just take away a few boneheaded penalties, some were good calls, some were bad calls. If we take away those plays and those flags, we easily win the Eagles game, right? So we're noticing the Cowboys team that's starting to kind of come together in their own, and they're playing good. But now we just have to stay out of our own way. Don't have any penalties. I promise you, Dallas is the kind of team, historically, as far as the last couple of years, Dallas is the kind of team to go out here and drive the ball up and down the field all day on this Carolina Panthers team, but have penalty after penalty after penalty after penalty, and get the other team into the game and get them believing and give them some hope and give the young quarterback some hope. And we don't need that, right? We don't need that. The last thing we need is a young quarterback catching his stride against us. So we need to go in there tomorrow, handle business, cut down on the penalties. Of course, we're going to win the game. Of course, I expect a blowout win. But I'm not looking for a blowout win so I can come on and gloat and say we're going to be undefeated and for the rest of the season that we're going to win the Super Bowl. I want to see my team play disciplined football, because if they play disciplined football, I know we are well on our way to being unstoppable. And we gave Philly a little glimpse, right? If we go into this game and play a clean game, we're going to start to build momentum as a disciplined football team. And hopefully that is a result of something that's been going on in practice and not like a change in like referee staff and referee crew. Like hopefully that's something that's being fixed internally, because like I've said a million times, it is not hard to fix penalties when you are on your when you're on an NFL team, when you're on any football team. It's not hard to fix penalties. You can fix that in one day of practice. I feel like I sound like a broken record, but I will continue to sound like a broken record, because every single team can fix penalties if you just put emphasis on it. So if a team just has multiple penalties game after game, they're not caring enough. So that's how Dallas can show me that we're a real team. I don't need to see 50-7 or 50-0. I need to see us go out and maybe have like 2 or 3 penalties. If we can pull that off and keep that momentum going, then that is what will be the biggest sign to us being a Super Bowl team. Because unfortunately, as a Cowboy fan, I have not been able to sit back and see us do that consistently. I think it's very possible. We just did it last week. Let's see if we can do it next week. And I'm super excited to see it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I got to do the UNM football game over next door coming up here in a second. So I can't stay here for too long, but I will record tomorrow. I will be present tomorrow, and we're going to talk about the dismantling of the Carolina Panthers tomorrow. So, keep wishing me good luck, guys. I'm going to try to get this apartment locked in. I kind of already got it locked in, but I'm going to try to get some other things settled. It's an exciting time for me. Please like and subscribe. It motivates me. I love seeing the views. I love seeing the comments. So if you have anything you want to say, feel free to drop it in the comments. I'm going to get over there and do my job. Zay talks out.